What's up, y'all? This is a very, very powerful show. I want to show y'all if you're watching this on a short. First of all, I want to let you know this is based on me just letting you know that the clip was too long for me to make it a short. So go check out the entire clip. I'm recommending a very good expert on relationships who talks about it through a psychological advanced theories, and basically she's a professional in relationships, and she gives a lot of great advice. I'm giving her a shout out on the show because she's very important. She speaks a lot up for men, but also is very informative for women to learn the different things that she speak of, because it's very important that relationships, I'm telling you right now, relationships is the number one way that all these other races are working circles around black Americans and black people around the world. They're gaining wealth through building with their partners and raising their children with two people in the home in a family structure. And these kids are growing up with way better opportunities. So we have to get our relationships in order. And this lady puts a lot of different things in perspective. I'm just going to play a couple of clips and I'm going to speak about it, and we're going to go from there. Here's the first clip.
Here's what I need to tell you about modern relationship that no one else will. Women initiate 70% of divorces, but the part that should make everyone pause, 39% of men regret their divorce compared to just 27% of women. Yet, half of those women who felt so confident walking away will face a reality they never saw coming. I'm not here to pick sides. I'm here to show you what's really happening. Because good men are losing good women to something that has nothing to do with love.
Now, I want y'all to hear from her perspective, so I don't play the whole clip of this, but basically, she gets into a little bit about the fact that nobody's relationship is perfect. Everybody, you can even look on the internet and think, oh, this person got the perfect relationship. Oh, I want my relationship to be just like that. Nobody's relationship is perfect. They show you what they want you to know. You have to understand that, yes, women, yes, even some of you guys, but especially women, you have to compromise. Of course, you want somebody to accept you for exactly the way you are, but there are different things that that person may have knowledge on that can make you better. This is where your partner comes in and makes you a better person. You have to allow that person to do that. And sometimes they point out things that you don't believe may be a weakness, but it is. And you have to consider that. And compromising is how relationships grow into a better understanding and just grow, period. Both people have to compromise. It just can't be the one person. Even a person that, is giving out, oh, this is what I want you to do. There's certain things that you have to listen to and say, okay, you know what? That person is right in this perspective. Maybe I need to listen to them. You're there to fine tune each other. Okay? Let's look at the next clip.
In that moment that I was hurting, and I wanted to call my husband and cry to him and have him comfort me like I always had after 25 years. The first thing I wanted to do was call him. And then I realized that he's not mine to call anymore. And then how alone I really am. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I haven't been able to stop crying since. And I'm fine.
There's something women don't talk about openly, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Women start questioning her relationship. Watch who shows up with advice. It's rarely the friend who's in a healthy marriage. It's rarely the one who worked through hard seasons and came out stronger. It's Sarah, who hasn't been happy since 2018, but calls it high standards. It's Jessica, who collects red flags like trophies, but preaches about knowing your worth. It's Amanda, who's never built anything stable, but somehow became someone's relationship guru. These women don't want your girlfriend to be happy. They want her to be available for wine nights, for mutual complaining sessions, for validating their choices.
Now, this one right here hits home for me because I've actually had people give me bad advice. I've definitely had women, oh my God, who was listening to their girlfriends or cousins or whatever that fucked up our whole relationship, or even their own mother. And I've also, saying, besides the fact that I've taken bad advice, I might have even given advice that wasn't warranted or based on things that I've been through that might not have been straight for that person that was going through it. The whole thing is, you have to be willing to read what's going on in your own relationship, because only you two know exactly all of the information that really, whether you can work through these different situations or not, or if this person is worth going through whatever problem it is that you're going through. So I just want to say, for real, like me, myself, I'm looking for a good relationship myself. I'm not a relationship expert. Everybody has to take, accountability. I got to take accountability that I wasn't willing to go through the problems for another 2, 3, 4 years, and that I'm single today. But hopefully I do meet that right person, and I'm willing to meet the right person before I have my children, so my children can have a chance in this world. I want to raise my kids with both parents in the home, which is very important to me. But at the same time, I am aware that even if I meet that person, it might not work out like that, because that's just life. But let's dig into this next clip right here. Check it out.
Let me share something that changed how I see divorce entirely. The Journal of Marriage and Family studied thousands of divorces. They found that 27% of women who divorce after 50 face poverty if they don't remarry. That independence everyone is celebrating, it comes with a price tag no one mentioned at the divorce party. But here's a stat that stopped me cold. 63% of divorced individuals later realized they were the problem, not their partner, not the relationship. Their own unhealed wounds they carried into every conversation, every conflict, every quiet Sunday morning. Think about that. Almost 2 out of 3 people discovered too late that changing partners didn't fix anything, because the common denominator was them.
I know I made all the right decisions breaking up with these women. But at the same time, I will say one in particular was a good woman. We just dwindled apart. But like the rest of them, I just made bad decisions on who I chose to pursue. And you see the warning signs early and decide to ignore them, thinking, oh, you could change this person, this and that. And, it doesn't always work that way. You know what I mean? You want to find somebody that's closer to a like mind as yourself. That's my I've been giving that advice since I've had this show, saying, hey, find somebody that has a like mind like you, and it is bound to work a whole lot easier than finding somebody and feeling like, oh, you got to change this or you got to change that, because you can't change people. But compromise is definitely something that most people can do, but for the most part, it got to be little fixes. It can't be something major a majority of the time. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? Look, if you're a crackhead, find you a crackhead to be with. You know what I mean? if you know what I'm saying, if you like to gamble, find you somebody that like to gamble. Go to the casino and marry somebody that like to gamble. If you like the temperature at 90 degrees in the house, find you somebody that like the temperature at 90 degrees in the house like you. You know what I mean? It's just certain things, but at the same time, man, compromising is very important. But this lady right here, Remy Renee, I recommend her page. I'm sure you is right here. Boom. Go check her page out, man. She's very informative. And everything she says, she puts it in such a very creative and very intelligent way. And she has some good perspectives that I think y'all will be able to learn from. I've learned from her. And I'm just giving her a shout out, man. Y'all make sure y'all go pay that. She's going to have a huge page sooner or later. I mean, it's already growing. Go ahead and help her grow. Anyway, it's your guy, Slim Uno. I'm out. State of Organized Blacks, y'all.